Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett officially throwing her hat into the 2026 Texas Senate race with hopes of turning the deep red state blue.
Turning Texas blue is what I want to talk to y'all about today. Now, there are those that say, ain't no way, we done tried it 50 kinds of ways. Let me be clear, y'all ain't never tried it the JC way.
Okay, y'all, welcome to the video. This is Justin Paul, and I just kind of laugh at just it's just funny, man. So Jasmine Crockett throwing her hat in the race for a Senate run in Texas, and I do applaud her ambitions. I applaud her determination, and I just caught wind of like Jasmine Crockett this year. Honestly, I know she's been in politics for quite some time, and just watching Anton Daniels, he definitely had her as a subject in many of his live streams and videos and stuff like that. So that's really one of my first times getting a wind of her and stuff like that. So I trying to do some research on her and just try to draw my own opinion about her and stuff like that. Like again, I applaud her determination and her ambitions to run for Senate. But I'm not sure if she'll be able to turn Texas blue now. That's going to be very interesting to see. Not saying that she can't do it, but it'll be very interesting to see. My whole thing is, because I do recall where she's had some incidents and stuff like that, and name calling incidents and stuff like that. So those type of things, man. I don't agree with. I feel like I mean, in the heat of the moment, you're going to say stuff and do stuff, but you got to have a certain type of decorum about yourself as well. I'm still doing research on Jasmine Crockett, trying to, get well versed with who she is and what she's about. I don't live in the state of Texas, so, I'm doing research from afar, really. I don't have a first-hand account of like dealing with her or being under her thumb and policies or what's going on with that. So so this is gonna be interesting to see what becomes of this, but she has thrown her hat into the race for Senate in Texas. And my thing is, I'm not sure of her upbringing and stuff like that, but just listen to like her dialogue and like her dialect and how she says certain things. Of course, I know she's country because she's in Texas, which I'm country because I'm in the South as well. But it's just a certain way that I expect politicians to kind of carry themselves. And I'm not sure I've seen those qualities within Jasmine Crockett from everything that I've seen and everything I've watched and listened to from her. But I'm gonna just let her continue and just hear her out and hear what her message is to the people that she's looking to get to vote for her.
Used to telling us what I can't do, but they have no idea what Crockett's crew will do.
Joining me now is senior writer for the Washington Examiner and Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, I think
you see his eyes, it's just so funny because it's just like all the fingering and just my crew and just got the chip on the shoulder type thing. I mean, that might rile some people up and get people behind her and stuff like that, but if like I know, you don't want to follow individuals who operate and work like with that type of attitude and stuff like that. You just don't really want to follow those types, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
we know what the Crockett crew would do, but is that what a red state like Texas wants, a state that Donald Trump won by 13 percentage points last year?
I have a feeling the answer is no, Todd. I mean, this is an early Christmas gift for the Republican Party. I mean, whether you're John Cornyn, Ken Paxton, Wesley Hunt, as far as who her opponent will be from the GOP side, either way, you're looking at anywhere from a 10 to 15, maybe even 20-point victory for the GOP in Texas. And I don't even think that Crockett has any illusions of herself winning this race. I mean, this is a cartoon character who was mocked, for example, the sitting governor of Texas, who was paralyzed from the waist down. She called him Governor Hot Wheels in a speech one time. She openly wished for Elon Musk to be, quote, taken out. She called President Trump a Hitler wannabe. And of course, other cable news networks book her more than any other Democratic lawmaker just for that kind of provocative soundbite. So she's going to run, she's going to lose, and then most likely make the leap to television, whether it be the next co-host of The View, a permanent panelist on Abby Phillips' ridiculous CNN primetime show, or maybe Jen Psaki's co-host on MSNBC. This is an unserious candidate who values attention to herself more than anything else, guys. And that's what this run is all about. Not to win, just for the attention she's going to get for the next year. And boy, it's already coming, Carly and Todd.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely stay on this topic here. You know, I love my black women. I love my black women. I'm born from a black woman, and but you know, sometimes, man, you know, for me myself, you get to realizing certain things, and you have to realize, you know, a lot of stuff that's being done is done for attention. Um, it's just a show, as he called her. He called her a cartoon character, and of course she has a slick mouth and says some egregious things and stuff like that. And again, you're gonna have people who love that type of stuff and who's gonna follow that stuff, but not the majority. Nope, not the majority. Again, he called it a Christmas gift for the Republican Party. Again, we'll have to see what becomes, but you know, if I was within the state of Georgia and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sorry, not the state of Georgia, but the state of Texas. I mean, she reminded me of somebody who would come from Georgia, honestly. But if I was in the state of Texas, I could not take her serious, honestly. I really couldn't. Especially with the track record of just saying some outrageous stuff and, you know, I just don't see the seriousness in what she's saying. I feel like, you know, she's trying to be too relatable, too hip and stuff like that. It's just, you know, and maybe that's just her, you know, maybe that's just who she is and stuff like that. You know, again, I applaud her ambitions, her determination, you know, her being able to be in the position that she is in, because it does take hard work. It does take a little bit of know-how to get to where she's at, but again, that wouldn't be someone that I would vote for or try to put into a position of power, um, to make decisions for me and stuff like that. I just wouldn't do it myself personally. So I'm gonna just let this video play and, you know, get this is Joe Concha. He's a Fox News contributor. Just get a little bit more of what he has to say about this.
You mentioned the celebration by Republicans. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who you mentioned as well, saying Jasmine Crockett about to learn the hard way that most Texans are very different from her district, her base, and her values. She'll be pummeled for her progressive socialist agenda and get crushed by the Republican nominee for Senate. Texas AG Ken Paxton saying crazy Jasmine Crockett is going to lose by double digits in the general. Joe, mark my words, I don't know if she even makes it to the general. She's going up against a pastor in Texas in the primary on the Democratic side. Pastors have a tendency to do well in the Lone Star State.
So, you know, she's going up against the pal again. I just think it's all for the publicity. I think she's you know, working on her next move, and this is just a part of that next move. If she becomes the, you know, if she does get to where she wants to get to, then, you know, I'll applaud her. But I just, again, I feel like it's like a PR stunt. Her just trying to get eyeballs on her, get people to talk about her in the news and things like that. And, you know, as independent media, we definitely gonna give her what she wants as far as, you know, talking about this and giving our opinions and our reactions to stuff. But again, I just don't see the seriousness that's that you know, that would come of her being in that position. And it's Republicans already in Texas saying, man, she's gonna get pummeled when it comes to the votes, and that people of large in Texas are going to be very different from her district and her her base. And a lot of people are just not into those that type of rhetoric and those type of actions. So we'll see what becomes of this. I'm gonna just keep my eyes and ears open, guys. Again, I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel. If you like my content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I definitely try to reply to all the comments and just take a look at all the comments and stuff like that. And just definitely, don't be afraid to get into the comments, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. I'm here for it. Again, this is Justin Paul. Peace.